So one day someone said, I was having a conversation with someone about mudras, and someone said something to me that just like took my breath away, made my heart feel so, and I want to share that with you today. They said that mudras are hand signals to the angels. And so we can't communicate through our voice and have a conversation with angels or the unseen world or the higher realm in this way that's like how I'm having a conversation with you and me, and you hear me and then you can talk back to me. But mudras, they're how we talk to the angels. They're how we talk to God. They're how we talk to the higher world, the things that we can't see but we know deep within our soul exist and that help guide us, the things that give us faith in our life. And they say if you do a mudra, you're telling the angels or you're telling the higher world that this is what you're asking for or this is what you need. And I think that's really amazing because I've always kind of connected with the scientific or the physical, like reflexology, energy line, sending a message to my brain if I press this kind of thing. But I never thought of it as like, hey, I'm doing something to show the universe, I'm speaking universal language from using my hands to tell them or ask for something. So in this way, mudra has almost become a form of a manifestation tool, or I'll use this word prayer, but don't think about it in terms of a religious sense if that offends you. It's more of just a way of communicating with something bigger than ourselves. So now when you do these mudras, not only is it going to physically affect you, you can think about it from a spiritual perspective. And we're going to do a mudra today, a conversation with an angel about a specific thing that I think all of us need. And this mudra is super powerful because not only does it have to do with our hands, but it also has to do with our arms and our shoulders. The arms and the shoulders are extensions from the heart. So anytime that we're really using this full area, we really are connecting with our heart's energy, also known as the heart chakra. This is something that I'm sure you've done in your life, but now you can know a reason for doing it. So this is called the open heart mudra, and what you do is you bring one hand to your shoulder, one hand to your other shoulder, and with intention, it doesn't matter if it's left under right or right under left, and you hold yourself here. And I'm pressing my wrists into one another, I'm pressing my palms into my shoulders, and I'm keeping my spine straight, and I'm sitting in this way. And this is called the open heart mudra, and you might be thinking, well, that's kind of weird because I seem a bit closed. But if you do this, and please do it, and mudras are kind of cool in that you can do the yoga without needing like stretch bands on. You do this, it's like I'm an umpire telling the angels, please open my heart. But also more than that, the back of my heart is opening. So do this right now and you're going to feel a stretch along the back of your heart. And we don't often think about the back side of our heart, right? But our heart, it's this three-dimensional thing. And it's got all these sides, and it's got all these dynamics and all these dimensions, and it's got all these stories and all these experiences, and it's the most potent and powerful part of our life. It sends more messages to our brain than our brain does to our heart, so it's truly calling all the shots. And many of us are very protected, and we're very wounded, and we've had things that have happened to us consciously and subconsciously in our lives that have made us not be as completely open and choose love. We've chosen fear or sadness or grief or depression, and even if it doesn't seem like a choice, we're living in it as opposed to being open with our heart and feeling in this love space. So this mudra, what it does is it opens our heart, and it does so from the back. So we're getting all the past stuff, all the stuff in the back, the gnarly stuff that no one wants to talk about, your first heartache when you were 12, pushing it away. This is what this mudra is doing. It's allowing us to open ourselves up so then we can be more receptive to love. And so do this if you feel like you need this, or just do it for the hell of it, because I think we all need it. My personal experience with life has been simple in the fact that love is the only medicine that's real. So if everything else is chaotic, but you go back to love, it'll be okay. And sometimes when you're in those anxious space or those depressive states or just those spaces that aren't good, we forget that. And so this mudra is one to go to help us. So real simple, hand to shoulder, crisscrossing in front of the heart, opening the back of the heart, sending the message to the angels, the universe, and your brain, and the reflexology points that you're pressing and the energy lines that you're pressing in your skin to open the heart. That's it. Have an open heart day.